guys, Froggy, and I'm back again with another episode of Mystic Messenger. So we got a new chat room open called Daffodil with V. Mila. Thank heavens you're here. Why did you decline the offer for purchase? Seven was looking for you, and he was in a hurry. Hi. Seven was looking for you. I know. I've already attended to that matter. So you don't need to worry about it now. What did you talk with him about? I reassured him. I told him what I could, however. My heart won't settle down. I must make the rescue happen. But maybe I'm running out of time. I got to meet someone I didn't even dream of meeting in usual circumstances, all thanks to Juman. I didn't think the Prime Minister would be interested in my works. Are you sure he wanted to see you just because of your pictures? I think it's fishy that you declined. For now, I would like him to think that's what I think. I sound a bit weird, don't I? But Mila, there's no need for you to worry just yet. I will do my best that no harm is done to you as a result of this. I don't understand what you mean. Could you explain it to me more clearly? Has anyone ever told you that the guilty tends to be talkative? I will. Once I get a chance to talk to you, I will. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say to the rest of the RFA, who only wanted the best for me and were disappointed for me. But now, I have much more important things to do than selling my works. I'm sure you'd know that too, huh? V, why didn't you invite the Prime Minister to join the RFA? Welcome, Juman. Juman, have you detected anything strange between V and the Prime Minister? I did detect how my friend was colder than usual. Juman. V, are you feeling better? Oh, that's right. I was rather silent during lunch. You seem to have a lot on your mind. Yes, I did. I'd like to know what was on your mind. I believe that you'll do well, V. Juman, don't you think that V and Seven are really suspicious? I want to know what was on your mind. Congratulations, V. It seems to me that to Mila, you're the most mysterious man in the RFA. That wasn't my intention. I apologize for making you wonder, Mila. Juman, did you get back to work safe and sound? I just arrived at work. I was about to focus on my work, with my frustrations towards you aside. But then I saw that you and Mila were logged in. I'm sorry for causing frustrations. No need to apologize to me, but I'm just worried whether you're really fine. You've turned so mysterious ever since Rika departed. You declined to sell your works. And Lucille is looking for you in urgency. That's not surprising. Mila, don't you agree? I'm worried that things will get too complicated. I think things have now gone way out of your league, V. Considering the weight of the secret burdening V, I think it's amazing that he's performing this much as the head of the RFA. It's complicated. I apologize for causing you concerns, Mila. If I could have made another choice, that thought would return to me at least dozens of times every day. It appears I do not possess enough knowledge to participate in this conversation. You don't have to tell me what happened if you don't want to. However, I hope that you'll be relieved from that important thing as soon as possible. Although I don't comprehend the entire situation, V. I hope you wouldn't lose yourself, though, as much as the situation is dire. Yes, thanks, Juman. I'm feeling complicated, more than ever. So it seems. Why don't you tell everyone and ask for help? Of course you feel complicated. You have too many secrets. I don't understand why the rest of the RFA would still trust you. Just ask for help. I picture myself doing that. At least a dozen times every day, but not yet. Just so you know, I'll more than gladly help you. If you are ready to tell me what you've got. All right, that's comforting. Mila, I have this small garden outside of my house. You remember it, right, Juman?
I think I've seen it. Of course, it's much smaller than the one in your family's residence.
You see, I planted a flower in this garden. Ooh, pretty.
Daffodil?
It is. It looks kind of dark. It's beautiful. A sad and dark beauty it possesses. I invested a lot of time and effort in nurturing this flower, but it just won't bloom.
It appears to be a weak specimen,
so my heart suffers upon its sight. I wish it would blossom. But whenever I try to introduce it to the brightness, it would shrivel.
How odd. It is refusing the nature of its kind.
Perhaps. At least there's no doubt that flower doesn't belong there. But there is a way for such a flower to survive, isn't there, right? There is. But the solution is rather heartless to the rest of the flowers. I think this flower intends to survive, not by flowering towards the sky and absorbing the light energy, but by keeping its head down towards the earth and absorbing the nutrients from the soil that are meant for other flowers. The rest of the small flowers near the daffodil couldn't manage to grow properly. I think you should plant the daffodils somewhere else for the sake of the small flowers. They will suffer if I don't know. Still, you can't give up the daffodil. You gotta make it look towards the sun. Gotta make it look towards the sun. It is a V thing. Do you think so? Will this flower one day look at the sun?
It's only a flower. You can raise another one from the beginning. I suggest you plant it somewhere else or dispose of it. Leave it there, and it will destroy your entire garden.
I think it will die if I plant it somewhere else. I think you're being obsessive, V. I think the daffodil has reached the stage you can't do anything about it. Why don't you take out the rest of the flowers and raise only the daffodil if you like it that much? But it's just a flower, isn't it? I can't do that. The rest of the flowers have stayed with their faith in me. However, it seems to me that I'm intoxicated by this daffodil.
Isn't that what people usually call obsession?
Is that what it is?
Don't tell me that's why you barely ate during lunch.
I can't stop deliberating. What would you like to do? You should give up the daffodil. It will just ruin your garden. I kind of feel bad for the daffodil. I see you're kind-hearted, Mila.
There's nothing you can do about the nature of that daffodil.
Don't you think the daffodil would want to see the sun?
No one knows, V. But you're an artist who sees things in different angles than I do. So I believe it's possible to be drawn to something unique. However, if the other flowers are withering, there might be nothing left by the time the daffodil blooms. At least, I wouldn't be pleased with the overall far from harmonious garden.
Wouldn't my sacrifice be enough to save all the flowers?
The world would have been peaceful for centuries if sacrifice was the key to all problems.
Mila, do you agree with him? No, rather than throwing away a problem, I think you should try to fix it until the end. Yes, sacrifice is noble, but it cannot be the remedy for everything. Why don't you leave the daffodil and instead move the little flowers? It's not a remedy for everything.
True. The world does not grant your wish just because you want something desperately. If you gain one, you lose another.
Do you think so? Like how water lost from sea returns as rain somewhere else? Loss and gain are the keys to the circle of life.
Right you are. You're the one who planted those flowers in the garden, all of them. But I'd say there's no question that you must decide what flower to save Either the daffodil or the rest of the flowers. This is so difficult. I wish the answers were clearly written somewhere from the beginning. Of what I gain after giving up something. Of what the right decision in what I should give up. What was right today could be wrong tomorrow. That's why we're always nervous about the future. Don't you think we'd get to expect tomorrow because it can't be predicted? Life would be so easier if answers are actually written. I wouldn't have let things take such a turn if I'd known back then that it's wrong. V. What's done is done. Future is something out of the human league. Yes, but it feels like the world is being too cruel. It gives me questions too cruel. Don't give up your problems will someday unravel. That's what friends are for. You can count on your friends. You should give up if you can't solve it. Count on your friends. I'm always ready to talk to you. Thanks, Juman. However, as generous as people around me are, the bigger my guilt grows. Then why don't you have some time for yourself? I should. Just as I thought. I think I must solve this problem myself. Oh, right. To talk about something lighter. Don't you think Lucille and the Prime Minister look similar? The more I look at them, the more I think that's the case. Could it be? Come on, they don't look alike at all. Could it be? V. Sorry. Juman, Mila, forgive me. But I must leave now. Okay. Explain to me later. Okay. Please, watch yourself always. I wonder what's on his mind again. Cruel questions. V enjoys solving mysteries and riddles. But I think this one's an ordeal for him. I hope we can find a good answer. I think this one won't be easy. Do you honestly think he really deserves the seat at the top of the RFA? It won't be easy. I knew it. He's still trying to cope with the woes from his beloved's death when Rika was alive. I would always find daffodils decorating his place whenever I visited. What V talked about just now was more than just a discussion on flowers. Oh yeah, totally. Who to save? So then, I think I've seen daffodils here. Does he still miss Rika? I've seen daffodils here. They're there too. Daffodil is a common flower. But it holds a special meaning for V. It's a flower that his fiancée Rika loved. As his friend, I have a duty to tell him the truth. The daffodil was already withered. Tell him the solid truth. Don't you think there's a reason why V can't accept the truth? I believe there's more than an unraveled emotions at work here. When Rika took away her own life and V had interrogations. Honestly, there were a few questions unanswered. I trust him, of course. But I hope this mystery has nothing to do with Rika's last. My head is becoming more complicated, so now I must go and unravel my head. What do you plan to do now? I'm gonna have dinner. There's something else I need to do. I have something to deal with too. I don't know. I have something to deal with too. I hope you wrap it up well. We shall chat again. Now excuse me. I figured.
나야, 지금 통화 가능한가? 그대에게 물어보고 싶은 게 있어서 말이야. 요즘 부위 상태가 좀 이상하더군. 뭔가 불안해 보인다고 해야 하나? 시기를 따져보니 그대가 RFA에 들어오고 나서부터인 듯해. 그대와 뭔가 관련이 있는 게 아닌가 싶은데 부위가 무슨 말이라도 한 게 있다면 나한테 말해줄 수 있을까?
You have a lot of things that you want to know, don't you? I pronounce you the king of asking questions. You know what he's like. He always says he can't tell. Sorry, go away.
그래, 내가 아는 부위라면 그랬겠지. 힘든 일이 있어도 항상 혼자 해결하려고 애쓰는 사람이니까. 한 번쯤은 나한테 말해줘도 좋을 텐데 말이야. 사실 총리를 만났을 때도 이상했어. 평소처럼 예의 바르게 행동하긴 했지만 필요 이상으로 경계하는 것 같았거든. 총리가 그의 작품을 구매하고 싶다고 했을 때도 정중하게 거절했지. 총리의 제안이 자신에게 좋은 기회가 될 수 있을 거라는 걸 부이가 모를 리가 없는데 말이야. 이상하지 않아?
Don't you think that it's because V is extremely fond of his works? Maybe V was wary since the Prime Minister is still a stranger to him.
글쎄. 물론 부이가 사교적인 성격은 아니지만 그래도 예의는 바른 사람이야. 아무리 처음 본 사람이라도 그렇게 날카롭고 적대적으로 사람을 대하진 않아. 그대가 처음 RFA에 들어왔을 때의 그를 생각해봐. 신원도 불확실한 그대에게 그렇게 온화하게 대하던 부인데 하물며 자신의 작품에 깊은 관심을 보이는 국무총리를 그렇게까지 경계한다고? 오랜 기간 부이의 친구로서 지내온 내 직감이 말하고 있어. 어쩌면 부이와 총리 사이에 우리가 모르는 뭔가가 있을지도 모른다고 말이야. 그의 반응을 봐선 RFA나 리카와 관련된 일일 확률이 높겠군. 뭐가 됐든 좋은 방향으로 해결되길 바랄 뿐이야. 우선은 좀 더 상황을 지켜봐야겠어. 그대도 혹시 부이에게 무슨 이야기를 듣게 되면 내게 알려줬으면 해. 그럼 이만.
Okay, what do you want? Okay. I'll give you more details in the future. Once Rika asked me if I could sacrifice one person most precious to me to save everyone else, what would I do? So what did you tell her? What would you say if you're asked the same question now? Let's see here. The answer is already out. An answer for everyone. Overcoming this ordeal. Praying for a professor to show mercy. He's got the onions again. Self-hatred. And the stupid bottle of elixir. I hate that bottle of elixir. I hate Rika. Oh, there we go. Okay. I think either way I'll be left with regrets. If there's a way for me to sacrifice myself instead, I'd rather do that. We've been down this path, V. It doesn't work. You can't do it, alright? Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos from me, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.